It's just bonkers. Bonkers. A crazy time to be alive, you know? Today, we continue the exploration of a contentious subject that for some reason I continue to explore on this channel, the intersection of labor and artificial intelligence, and this time with a focus on Hollywood. And ironically, all the studio execs want is their own episode of Black Mirror. The intersection of artificial intelligence and labor rights is honestly just gonna continue popping up more and more. And it's a discussion that definitely will shape our future. So let's unpack it. To understand the situation, let's first establish what's actually happening. AI has been leveraged to enable the creation of digital performance alike in Hollywood for a while now. And companies like Metaphysics has been capturing actor data to make it happen. What they do is generate the actor's likeness based on the data that they've collected. Essentially, this allows them to perform in TV, movies, or even music videos without ever actually having to be on set. In many ways, it's altered how people, especially executives, view performance. Especially for creatives, we can see how this may cause concern. Consider if studios gain control over every actor's likeness. If studios gain control over actor likeness, especially that of digital likeness, just imagine all of the bad shows that we'll actually have. The bad movies, the bad spin-offs, and oh my god, all of the bad prequels. We shouldn't let this happen quietly. Will the WGA and SAG-AFTRA be able to stop this? I sure hope so. Two major labor unions representing actors and writers are both advocating on a fair use for this AI application in the Hollywood space. Their arguments and fights are pretty clear here. They want clear structure for compensation packages that simply didn't exist before. They want promises regarding the usage of AI and intellectual property. It sounds very simple, but they just can't get the execs to say yes. But I'm not holding my breath because there is a lot of executive money on the line. And this all went viral because studio execs pretty much said, we can wait this out until you lose your house and we'll scan you and use your digital likeness forever. Yeah. The studio exec just gets to retain your likeness indefinitely. This should be a clear violation of established labor rights. Simple as. These labor unions are just seeking clarity on the application of AI. These issues that the labor unions are bringing up are completely valid. What does the deployment and scope look like? Perhaps we shouldn't scale these contracts out for 15 years. But at the end of the day, it really does come down to compensation and a few other things. Consider, if a studio can use your digital likeness, what's the point of ever hiring you again? You essentially eliminate the need for any labor at that point, which is pretty dumb, considering our economy kind of relies heavily on labor. Without regulations put into place now, spearheaded by big labor unions such as the WGA and SAG-AFTRA, who knows where we'll end up with AI and labor? You at least have to approve every time it's used, or because when they own the rights, it's just theirs to do with whatever, which would be awful because imagine your digital likeness being used for something you just didn't approve of. That would be dumb. This is not just a Hollywood issue, it will be a labor issue. It totally mirrors conflicts that we've seen in various industries, especially as technology has automated a lot of tasks, often without any regard or adequate training in place for those people that have been replaced. What happens in Hollywood could impact us and how our digital likeness could be controlled and commodified. And whether you like it or not, in this increasingly digital world, it's really up to us to fight for our own digital likeness and how it's being used. It's not just about celebrities, it's really about all of us. This is an urgent and complex issue, so I'm sure it'll keep popping up. And it's crucial we continue thinking about AI in a way that protects human dignity and the overall right to control our digital selves. As someone who's completely fascinated by technology, we must not get carried away. We will not be blinded to the potential for exploitation. As technology continues to evolve, we must continue to question. After all, technology is not our greatest asset. It's our humanity. Cheesy, cheesy, cheesy. I said what I said. Anyway, that's all the time I have today. I really hope the WGA and SAG-AFTRA can work through something that we can all use as a precedent. But let's be honest, the executives kind of suck and usually get their way. I sure hope that's not the next update. I'm sure that they'll come to some agreement, but who knows? The last time this happened was like 60 years ago, I believe, so anything can happen. I mean, we are, after all, talking about can robots take our job? I don't know. Like and subscribe for more. Bye!